can't. And if we just going off of just I guess his base is on skill, performances, and presence
this year
for 2023. So J. Cole number 1, Lil Wayne number 2, Latto number 3, number 4 was Benny the Butcher, number 5 was Killer Mike, number 6 was Gucci Mane, 7 was 21 Savage, 8 was Conway the Machine, number 9 was Larry June, and number 10 was Nas. So
Cardi wasn't on there.
So that's okay. So yeah, so the people, so where I would just
Cardi be the only one I think you
Gunna.
Oh, I didn't hear Gunna. Okay,
yeah. So Gunna wasn't
Cardi and Gunna. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, and he didn't have Drake on it either.
He didn't.
No. So that's my point. So and again, let's be clear. I think believing him not having Drake on there, realistically, that's the part that's gonna make people talk. Where it's kind of, but just still, like I understand. Listen to what I'm saying. I listening wise and I understand media wise, like everybody from the Breakfast Club to Joe Budden, everybody and their mother who is an older person in the hip hop media space, everybody speaks praise on Killer Mike's album. But if I'm being honest, I don't. Killer Mike album didn't have no impact on the culture. Like, it's cool. The old heads, Killer Mike know how to politic. Everybody, I love how when Killer Mike talk, he can go on any show and he can talk his ass off. Cool. But we just talking about music wise. I don't necessarily know if Killer Mike should be in the top 10. Nas shouldn't be on this list at all. I understand the Larry June thing too, but I feel like the Larry June is almost the same way with the Killer Mike situation. It's a more of a, and I think Larry June may be a little bit different because I do feel like I know people and I watch people on social media who actually listen to Larry June. Like, I have never seen nobody on social media playing a Killer Mike song ever. And that's the reason why I like watching people Insta stories I just watch them just to see what music people listening to. Y'all know I pay attention to people when they make the gym videos. Like, I haven't seen nobody use a Killer Mike nothing. Like I said, for Larry June, it's a little bit different because if you follow enough people on the West Coast, you will see Larry June has a huge impact on a lot of people on the West Coast. So it may be a little bit different. I'm cool with Larry June being 9 just off the strength that I follow enough people that's from California. So I kind of get the Larry June thing. The music personally not for me, but I can understand it. But having Gucci Mane on it for what? Gucci Mane ain't put out number 1 project. He ain't have a bunch of features or nothing. So that to me is just like, but Gucci Mane been on his list for the last 2 years. I'm like, bro, I don't know if Gucci Mane pulled up on you or something, or know your real address, or you, like, I don't get why you keep putting Gucci Mane on it, but he don't deserve to be on nobody's list at all. Like, even if you wanted to keep Killer Mike on it, take Benny the Butcher off of there, take Gucci Mane off, and Conway the Machine. Like, I'm like,
yeah, I don't even know Conway the Machine.
But that's my whole point. For some of them, it's more.
I've heard it, but I don't know.
Yeah, him and Benny the Butcher were all in that same Griselda group, as like they was a group when they came out as a label or whatever the case may be. So I get it, but I understand it's more like some backpack stuff because you want people to still acknowledge, oh, he really know hip hop. Like, there's certain people names you could throw around and people like, oh yeah, you really know rap music. So if you throw Benny the Butcher in there, you throw Conway on there, people gonna respect you having 21 Savage on there.
Did he have Sexyy Red's on there?
No, and that's my point. Like, you can't, like, dog, it's no real, like, I don't care how you feel about Sexyy Red music, dog, let's be honest, dog, she should be on everybody top 10, and she should be top 5, especially we talking about impact. You might put her arguably in top 4. But I'm gonna say 5 because realistically, if I'm doing this list, I'm cool with J. Cole being number 1 because he smoked every feature he was on. And you can kind of say him and Wayne went neck to neck, but I feel like J. Cole was on bigger songs. Like, Wayne probably did more features than J. Cole, but I feel like J. Cole were on bigger songs. So he was on the jump that was Lil Durk's single, and he smoked Lil Durk on it. He was on the Drake jump that was Drake's single. It went number 1. So cool, you gotta kind of realistically, you gotta respect that. So you can't realistically disregard.
He hasn't had a bad feature.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, he has better features, like rapping wise, but he's not on better songs.
Yeah, who, Wayne?
Yeah, like Wayne ain't just on better songs. J. Cole,
you saying Wayne's not on better?
Yeah, he not on better songs. Like, J. Cole is on better songs. Lil Wayne has been on more songs. He done more features. Because I even looked at my list. I'm like, damn, Lil Wayne was high on my jump when I looked at my Apple jump. And of course, I think just when people with the Latto thing, it's just a lot of dudes. And then we talk about like that academics, that little social media, like hip hop social media, like people who comment on hip hop, like people just don't give. Niggas just gonna hate on Latto regardless. Women and dudes.
Okay, but even I feel like even with these lists, I think everybody gonna have to have a different list for different things, because I don't think you could just one criteria can really just put you in everybody in the same category. Because even like how I said, it was Sexyy Red's not on there, but it's just like when you look at people work after like Chloe Leray, I feel like she should be on mention. You know what I'm saying? Because she's consistent. She keep putting out projects.
But I guess one of the words, well, he didn't use impact. He said it's based on skill, performance, and presence. So to me, presence means impact. I don't necessarily know. I'm with you with Corey Ray.
Busta Rhymes that played Girls Out.
Yeah, Girls Out players too. I think that was kind of more. Was that?
No, that was the Summertime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I felt like yeah. So and I
So
think
that's what I'm saying. Like when people start putting these lists together, I think we really starting to you gotta I feel like you gotta keep making separate lists, like how even with the NBA, how we have generations or you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you gotta start having certain, like different lists.
okay, so I mean, I agree with you, or you just gotta. Sometimes I do, and that's why I do like these Apple Jones because we can all give our opinion, but then sometimes we can check our opinion. So for let's go for my Apple wrap up Joan. I listened to 1,300 artists, 1,334 artists. Number one was Drake. And I listened to him 2,300 minutes. Number two was ESTG, and I listened to him 1,100 minutes. Future was number three, and it was 1,067. Lord Durk was four at 736 minutes. NBA YoungBoy was five at 6,800. I mean 680 minutes. Real quick, just why because number a little NBA YoungBoy was number five on my list. I do want to give NBA YoungBoy a round of applause because for 5 consecutive years he's been the number one most streamed artist on YouTube. Well, rapper. So that was my top five. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know how Future got there with that many. Cause I'm like, dog, Future ain't put out nothing new. But I mean, I guess just sometimes having my gym playlist on shuffle, Future just got a lot of music on my gym playlist. So number six for me was Gunna. Number seven was Lil Wayne. Number eight was Quavo. I do not know how Meek Mills was number nine. Like I literally don't. Like I'm like, dog, how? But I mean, I don't get it twisted. Meek got a lot of music that I got on my gym playlist, but I was just like, I can't remember really listening to Meek more than Latto. And the reason why I'm gonna say when I'm saying that now, because then I'm gonna say songs, and it's still like that. I'm like, how does that work? Then how do I got Latto in my top three? She got four out of the out of my top five songs. She got three out of them top five. I'm like, dog, how? So how did I listen to Meek more? So I don't know how they do these numbers with this stuff. Young Thug was number 10, 11 was Baby, number 12 was Latto. So I listened to Baby 536 minutes. I listened to Latto 515. And for Latto not to put out a whole project, to me, that's still a lot. And again, like I said, number 13 was DJ Drama. What the hell did DJ Drama put out for me to listen to? Maybe I guess, I don't know if they would tag me because of course it's Apple Music. I don't necessarily know. Is it because he hosted the Yo Gotti mixtape. He hosted a lot of them Jeezy projects that Jeezy just recently put back out. He hosted some Icewear Vezo Jones. So maybe because he hosted a lot of projects, maybe that's why Rollo Rodriguez was number 14 and Shy Glizzy was 15. I don't know how Shy Glizzy was in it, but I mean, I guess it was off of his album because I did. So that was my top 15. So, like I said, going compared to, yeah, like I said, I don't know how they do these numbers because Sexy Red had. So for me, for my songs, I listened to 5,000 songs this year. 5,220 songs to be exact. Number one was Gunna. I listened to that. F You Mean. I listened to that 43 times. Uh, It's a Party from Latto. I listened to that 39 times. That was number two. Peaches and Eggplant, of course, the remix with Latto and Sexy Red. I listened to that 37 times. Put It on the Floor, the remix with Cardi. I listened to that 37 times. Broad Day, Offset and Future. I listened to that 35 times. So that may be, I think, for with Future because he was on certain songs like that. I think that kind of made it. Number six was Daylight. Number seven was Treacherous Little Twin. Number eight was First Person Shooter. Number nine was Ski. And number 10 was A Moment with Gaddy. And that's off the ESTG project. Number 11 was BMH Peasy, Durango Hellcat. Number 12 was Bubba Man by what's his boy name? Boston Richie. Number 13 was Oh You Went, and that was Drake and Young Thug. I don't know. I played that like 29 times. But and you know what's so crazy? When they showing you how many times you played it, in your brain it seemed like you played these songs way more times than with Quavo Feud Up off of his album. That was the first song on that album. I played that 28 times. And number 15 was Back to the Moon off of Gunna Project. And that was the singles. Like I said, that was 50. So I listened to 5,200 songs this year, and I listened to 1,300 artists. So top five albums for me was For All the Dogs was number one. I listened to that 92 times. Number two was Lil Durk Almost Healed 69 times. Number three was The Gift and the Curse by Gunna 63 times. Uh, Ben One, that was Rollo Rodriguez album. And it was crazy because I felt like Rollo should have been in my top five. So I was happy to see him number four on my list. Number five was Offsets. So I'm not with the albums, I'm honestly not mad. I almost feel like the gun I would if I had to pick my own order, I would switch the Rollo and Lil Durk. I'm cool with Drake all for all the dogs being number one. But I would have switched the Rollo and Lil Durk order, just in my personal opinion on how I felt about the albums. I would have had the Rollo number 2 and Lil Durk could been 4. I'm cool with Gunna being 3. Honestly, I would have had Dirk number 5 maybe because I feel like that Offset album was better than Dirk Jones too.